Yeah, it's big for sure. It was something that was said a little bit in the room before. We wanted to get a win at home because it's going to be a difficult trip. Not to say that we can't win these games and compete, but it's a lot easier heading out on a trip like this after a big win.
What was the message? Because it just seemed that you guys had a certain kind of energy going up those first two periods, just kind of hemmed them in their own zone for most of the time.
Yeah, we came out with a lot of energy and we're able to use our wide speed and generate a lot of chances early in the game. But they're a desperate team, and they're playing a lot better now than they were at the start of the year when we first played them. So they deserve some credit as well. They fought back hard and erased a couple deficits in the third period, but we stuck with it. I mean, it was just a well-played game by both teams.
Can you kind of at least put your finger on what happens sometimes in the third period when you guys have leads and yet you see the other team just kind of keep pushing and keep pushing?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of it is sometimes can be inexperienced by us, but it's also the other team being desperate. I mean, Philly's a team in a desperate situation, and they were making a lot of good plays. I mean, Timonen was jumping in a lot. Coburn with, I believe it was Coburn with a big shot to tie it up 3-3. So we'd like to do a little better job defending or actually staying on the offense, but sometimes the other team is going to make plays too.
Needless to say, how significant is this upcoming road trip?
It's huge, and it's a good measuring stick for us. We're not going to probably have as much rest as we would like on the trip, but we're going to play some real tough teams, and they play really well defensively. So we got to be ready for it.
Joffrey, I don't know if you already asked this, but for the second and third lines to show up the way they did tonight, when the first line doesn't get any points, how big is that for you guys?
It's big. I think that's what's going to have to be a key to our success as the season goes on, because as good as our first line's been, it would probably, I mean, it would be asking a lot for them to sustain the pace that they've had these past 10-15 games. So we're going to have to step up, and we're getting opportunities. And tonight some of them went in for us.
And they're going to get checked tighter, you figure, down the stretch and into the playoffs as well, right?
Certainly. They're going to, I mean, teams are going to continue to key on Phil. I mean, he's one of the top scorers in the league. I mean, that's just something he's going to have to deal with. And for us, I mean, that should open up a little more room for us. And we got to take some of the pressure off them.
You don't want to do things the hard way, but there's a blowing third period leads the past couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, we would have loved to hang on and not need overtime, but Coburn made a good shot. I don't know.
For how good they've been in third periods this season, how good does this feel to resist, fight back from it and then win it in overtime?
It feels good. I mean, again, we don't want to make a habit of blowing third period leads, but things are going to happen. Other teams are going to make plays, and we stuck with it. And there was a good feeling on our bench going into overtime. Like it seemed like everyone had their composure and was calm, and we got the result we needed.
I'm pleased to see a guy like Bodie kind of get rewarded for some of the little things he does on his team.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's been a noticeable player for us for a while now, I think. He's always getting a couple chances during the game. He finishes his checks and drives the net hard. So for him to be a difference maker tonight, and I think it's a nice reward for him. But he's been playing that way for since the last time he got called up.
Thanks,
Right, guys. Thanks.